Hey friends, it's Kara here. I am so excited, hoping that I don't have feedback. Somebody tell me if I have feedback. But I'm so excited to show you guys what I have been working on. So it feels like it's been in process for a little while, but I hurt my elbow really bad last month. And so it's been really hard to paint and do all the things. So I've been waiting to reveal this until I could show you on a cross-country creative. So welcome to the spring cross-country creative craftathon. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited to kick this off. I'm Kara from Kinsley's Creative Palette, and I love to help women reduce stress and learn to relax through creativity. If you jump on and say hi, make sure you grant StreamYard permission to let me see who it is. And I am going to post a comment really quickly. Make sure that you sprinkle this video because you will be entered. Everyone who sprinkles, it doesn't matter if it's today or tomorrow or this week. Next Saturday, I will pull all of those numbers or names together, and I will announce the winner for a DIY kit. Now, let me show you the DIY kit that I have right here that is going to go out to someone special. All you have to do is hit that S button and sprinkle with your friends. So it is a tiered tray set that is spring themed. It's hard to see because I have it all taped together and all fun, but it has some super cute rain boots. It has a little tag of fresh flowers. It's really hard to see because I have it taped. But the reason that I do this, the reason I tape it like this is because when you get it in your hands, you can reuse this tape so that you can hold down your, you can hold the pieces down while you paint them. Okay, if you don't see the sprinkle, you might be in a private group. I don't know what else to do. You could hop over to my business page, which is Kinsley's Creative Palette, and follow me there, and you can share. Oh, I said that word. You can do it from there. So you might want to hop off and go over there, and I'll type that in the comments so y'all can find it. And I'll wait just a couple minutes. Yes, that's probably why, because it's a private group. You can share the private group onto your Facebook profile, and then you can invite your friends to come join the craftathon. So it's 8 different ladies that are all going to be presenting different projects, but this is what I'm giving away for anyone who sprinkles this video anytime in the next week. So if you can't do it right now, you can always do it later. Just make sure you come back and sprinkle. So it's a whole tiered tray set. And I will send you a link, whoever wins, I'll send the link so you can see ideas on how to paint it. All right, so let me show you what we are painting today. All right, friends, I love sitting here to paint, but I always have to get up and go grab other colors because I always forget one. So I wanted something that I could hang on the wall behind me that would be super cute, super functional, and would hold a whole bunch of paint. So let me just show you what I have come up with. Can y'all see this? It's pretty big, okay? It's a paint holder. Now all of these little pieces, all of these little trays, which these slide out, so it slides together. So if you're interested in this, I will be listing it this week, and you can glue it all the way together, or you can make it so that you could pull like some of these out for taller jars. But let me show you what's so awesome about this is all of these tilt down. So your paint, when it's on the shelf, it's not going to fall out. So you don't have to worry about it falling out. And you can fit up to 120 small bottles. But like I said, I looked around, I was trying to find something that would be perfect. And the reason I ended up creating one myself is I wanted the screw holes where I'm going to put it into the wood. I wanted to make these disguised to look like flowers. So what I did, let me hold it up close so maybe you can see. Can y'all see that? is I actually etched in the floral elements so that you would be able to paint those and then paint your screw heads to look like the insides of flowers. Okay, so I'm just kind of working all these pieces back in. So I glued mine, my middle pieces and my tops to my back, but I didn't glue these slats that go across. So here's what we're doing today. We are just going to paint this baby so that I can use it. Now, I want mine to be whitewashed. So I am actually going to use just plain white paint. And that's what I forgot. Give me just a second. I knew I would forget something. I've got some white paint over here, but I forgot my plate. And to do this technique, you are going to want to either have water and a paintbrush, or you're going to want to use like baby wipes or something like that. So we're going to do a like staining technique. And in order to do this, all I'm going to use is white paint. And I'm going to use these antibacterial wipes. They're kind of like baby wipes, except they're just what I have on hand. All right. Hey, Belinda. Hi, Sybil. Hi, Karen. Yeah, y'all keep sprinkling so that everyone can be entered to win. So what we're going to do, it's wet. I'm going straight into my paint. Just going to get a little bit of it off. And I'm just going to start painting, guys. I'm just going to start brushing this on almost like a stain. Let me turn it this way while I do that. All right, so I'm just going to sit here and do this. It's hard for me to see. So I'll have to kind of look up there. And I'm also going to stain this top part. I should have probably put gloves on, but that's okay. A little paint never hurt anyone. But I want this to be very vintage and very just simple. I just wanted it to be simple and fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So some of y'all will be at the retreat next Saturday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a members retreat coming up, and I did open it to the public and to friends of members. And we have so much fun stuff that we're going to do. We're going to do 2 full-size projects, and I've got one of them sitting on my table. Do y'all want to see it? Who wants to see? I think I actually have both of them on my table. I could show you both. We're going to be doing 2 full-size projects. Everybody that comes is going to get a swag bag full of fun little goodies. And some people even qualified for a goodie bag full of full-sized crafting products. Sorry. And so I can't wait to do all of that. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me show you. So first thing that we're going to do, now this is a mini. This is not the full size. We are going to do a 3D flower pot. I don't know if you can see it, but I did over here. We did an umbrella that was for spring, and it has tulips and daffodils in it. Yes, tulips and daffodils. And so I thought, you know, how cute would it be on the front porch if, to match our door hanger, we also had a little 3D element. So this is one of the projects that we'll be doing. What do y'all think? Hi, Kay. Thank you for watching. I'm excited that I've got a first timer joining me. We are painting a paint shelf. If that's, that kind of sounds weird to say, but we are making a paint shelf. And I wanted to do kind of a vintage look. Oh, guys, this is turning out so pretty. I'm just kind of wiping this paint on until I get it as the consistency that I want it. Y'all see how pretty that is? So I'm just going to just paint while I talk to y'all. All right, let me show y'all the next project. Let me put a little bit of paint right here, and then I'll show y'all the second full-size project that we're doing, and then we actually have a mini project, which I'm not going to show, but we have a mini lunchtime project that I figured it's super easy. Really, they just need some hot glue. And so I'm just going to set up some hot glue stations. And while everybody is enjoying their lunch, they can make another little project. I'm going to rub this across the top. Okay, Kay, if you are interested in this, I don't have it listed on the website yet. That I will get it up this week. But all you need to do is you see on the screen where it says text link to that number, shoot me a text so that as soon as I get the link up, I can send out a text and let everyone know that the link is up. All right, I'm just kind of wiping this whole top. I think my top is just about done. I'm holding it upside down so y'all can see the detail. Can y'all see that? And then I'm just going to start working on the sides. All right, friends. So let me show you another project. Now, I have a friend, and she is actually in, I guess she's in the one of the other groups that I present in sometimes. And her name is Miss Tracy Pounds. And she did this adorable project, and she's gotten me hooked on something she calls napkinizing. And napkinizing is basically using really pretty napkins and crafting with them. And so I want to show you. She made this, and I thought, you know what? That would be a great project to do with all the girls at the retreat because it's customizable. Like, it's kind of like painting. You can pick whatever napkins you want. So I've got a whole bunch of napkins to pick from. And this is what we're making. It has a little stand. Sorry, I think I'm eating my hair today. Has a little stand, and the bow and the middle piece are all interchangeable. So this is what it looks like with the one that the napkin that I've picked. But check this out, okay? You pop this off, and it's magnetic, so I can change it and put, like, here's another. I did 4 of them just to kind of show the girls when they come what they look like. And you just pop a new one on. How cute is that? How cute is it? And what's really cool is if you look on the back, there's a pipe cleaner. And what you do is you just untwist this, and you can pop a new bow on. So it's kind of like with a tier tray. I don't know if y'all watched my, and I have to give all the credit to Tracy. She came up with this idea. I just thought my girls would love it. But on my tier tray, I showed you that if you're storing all those little pieces, put them in gallon-sized Ziploc bags and put them all in a tote so that you can quickly change out your tiered tray. Well, I want this to sit in the entryway with my tiered tray. But I want to be able to change my bow too. And I didn't want just a generic bow. You can see I have a really pretty buffalo check brown and cream colored ribbon. And then I found this super adorable truck ribbon that says Hello Spring. So, like, that's great for spring. But whenever I want to put a Christmas napkin up or something different, then I want to be able to pop my bow off. So, friends, check this out. All I have to do is design a new bow, and I can pop a new napkin on, pull these, twist it, and then I have a whole new piece, or it looks like, for my entryway. All right, so this is actually going to be in my house. I actually had to bring it over tonight to show y'all. But let me show you a couple more of these napkins, and then I'll get back to painting my stand. Okay, friends, I'm kind of obsessed with this one. Let me show you. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, I love it so much. And my neighbor, Miss Pam, she made me a beehive out of jute and a one of those big Easter eggs. She just used the top. And friends, it's going to look so cute when I have my beehive tiered tray set and I have my bee napkin and all of that. But let me show you this one too. Isn't that pretty? This napkin Miss Pam brought me. It actually came from Walmart this year. It's part of the Pioneer collection, Pioneer Woman collection. and so was this one. This one was too. But this is what I had up in my house before I came over tonight. So anyway, this is going to be super cute. All the ladies that are coming next week get to make one. And if you missed it, this is the other full-size project. It is a 3D. Wendy, I don't know. Message me. I don't want to step on any toes. And I know that my friend Tracy also, like, she sells those. And so I don't want to step on any toes. But it was a project that I fell in love with. And I just really wanted to make for the retreat because it's easy, it's fun, and you can leave it out all year long. So I don't know. Karen, I can make a gnome for the bee collection. Just message me. All right, I'm gonna get back to painting. But how fun is that? These super cute, just interchangeable. And how easy are these to just stick in your bag? Like, Wendy, I will say if I have any left with you being a member, message me and I will see if I can't put a kit together for you. Does that sound okay? I don't know if I'm going to have enough stuff left. It just depends on if I have last minute signups or not. Because right now I have just a few extra for the number of people that are coming. All right. So I'm just going to keep painting. Guys, what I love about this technique is you're not trying to get a super great coverage. I'm just kind of whitewashing. So I don't have to just really coat it well. All right. But yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, just message me after I have family coming in on Thursday, and then they'll be here for the retreat, and then they leave, I think, the following maybe Tuesday. And so I probably won't be checking a lot of messages between the retreat and when they leave, just because it's going to be kind of chaotic the first few days they're here, and I want to spend some time with them. So if you message me and I don't message you right back, that's why. But I am just going to keep working on this. I'm getting those end pieces because when you cut with a laser, you're actually burning your wood. And so you have this, like, I don't know, dark char edge. And I wanted it to be not so dark and charred. So I'm getting some of that off. And I wish, there's so many of you ladies that I wish lived closer and could have come to the retreat this year. We're going to miss y'all so much. But there's always next year. And don't forget, everyone who hits the S button will be entered to win a DIY kit. It is the farmer's market or flower market tiered tray set. And Wendy, did you just paint one of those? Someone just painted one. Was it you? It might have been. I can't remember who it was that just posted. Somebody just posted in our paid group. Friends, I want to tell you something else. Do y'all see behind me over here, this flag, this vintage flag? I'm all about quick, easy, and fun so that you can get back to just having fun crafting instead of having to use a whole lot of brain power. And this project is a current workshop. You can sign up on my website. It is $10. My retreat is in Zanesville, Ohio, but it's $10. I give you the supply list. Everything you need can be found at Walmart. And it takes, ready for this, 20 minutes to do. So you create this adorable, let me show you up close. Ooh. Oh, I can't get it off. Okay. You create this adorable vintage flag palette in 20 minutes. And this is super cute and easy. And it cost maybe like $8 in materials. And so it's a fun just intro class. If you only have, a few minutes to craft and you want to make something fun, That workshop is on the website. And if you are interested, just comment below flag workshop and I can send you that link. Thank y'all for sprinkling. I appreciate it. My hair keeps getting in my face. I should have put a bobby pin in it. I was over here today. I do a DIY box, and with the retreat next week is packing week normally, and usually everything ships by the 25th. Well, with the retreat being on the 24th, my goal is to get everything out of here before the retreat so that we have room for all the ladies. Yes, Kay, I do have room. Just comment below, or actually if you'll text me and just say retreat, I will send you the link for the retreat. It's I will tell you the cost. I know, Francis, I know. And you know what? I actually did tell a friend the other day. I was like, do you think we'd be up for a road trip to go to Francis's retreat? But I had a day yesterday. Let me back up. Okay, it's $109. It includes 2 full-size projects, 1 mini project, a swag bag, and lunch and dessert. And some ladies are going to come in on Friday night, and we're all going to get together and have dinner. And so you're welcome to come in earlier so that you can meet all the people and hang out. We're going to go have Mexican food. But yeah, so I was going to say, Francis, yesterday I have been working my bootay off, trying to get ready for the retreat and get the boxes out and all the things. And like, you should see my studio right now. It is amazingly messy. Not that as a creative, I'm ever really neat, but it is crazy right now. Lisa asked what I'm working on. I am working on a paint holder that holds 120 bottles of paint, and let me turn it up this way so you can see. I want you to see the top of it. I want you to see the detail. Can y'all see that? And what's awesome is where those screw holes are, you can actually paint the tops of your screws to be the insides of your flowers. So I designed it actually for the last, what do you call it? The last cross country creative. I will be selling the file for this paint holder. I just don't have it up yet. Yes, I will send it to you. Yes, but I had a day yesterday where I got out of bed. I knew Thursday night, like I had been burning the candle at both ends. Anybody else? Can I get a witness? And I told I have a helper that comes, and she usually comes on Thursdays. And she texted me that she was running late, and I said, it was like 4:30, and I said, Kinsley, I'm sorry, I can't tonight. I've got to go home. And I could tell from the text message that she was super bummed. But I just had one of those feelings that like my body was shutting down, not in a I'm dying sense, but like I needed to rest. And so I went home. We ate cereal for dinner, and I got in bed early that night. Couldn't sleep. I think I'm going through menopause early. Does anybody else go through it in their 40s? Because I'm having like all the signs. So anyway, we're having girl talk tonight. But I just didn't feel good. So I stayed awake pretty much all night. And yesterday morning, I got the kids on the bus, hubby off to work, and I went back to bed. And I never do that, guys. Like I'm up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm usually like go until bedtime. Well, I just crashed. And yesterday, see, I just turned 41 this year, Roxana. So yesterday I made myself lay in bed until noon. And you know, the whole time, y'all know me, the whole time my brain is like, Carrie, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing this. And my husband got home and he was like, do you feel better? And I said, well, I think I feel better, but I still don't feel good. And so I went to bed early last night. Ladies, I woke up feeling like $1 million today. So I came over here. My helper came and worked with me. We worked for a good 4 hours together. I worked a few hours on my own, ran home, I got a shower, and came back to paint this live with y'all. All right, I'm gonna turn this around and show you. I'm just whitewashing. You are very welcome. I can't wait to see either. I'm super excited and I'm getting all messy, but I guess that's okay. Yeah, Cindy, seriously, love. I think my aunt told me I need to go have blood tests done. She said that they would be able to tell and put me on hormones, but like I had to buy a new fan last week. If y'all see me looking down here, it's because that's where I can actually read the comments. But so I'm sorry about that. I should be looking up here. But anyway, yeah, she told me that they could probably give me hormones if that's what it is. And last week, my son and I were at Sam's Club. And about 2 months ago, I had bought a new fan because my fan that is like my tower fan by my bed, it just bit the dust. Well, I didn't like the new fan I got. Sent it back to Amazon thinking I just got a dud. They sent me another one. It was still a dud. And when we were at Sam's Club, I saw this 4-foot tower fan that was called like the Ultra Air. Ladies, my son, bless his heart, he's 11. He goes, Mama, you need that. And he picked it up and he put it in the shopping cart. And I thought, oh, I don't need to spend $50 on a fan. Like, I already have one. It does the job somewhat. And oh no, Karen, that doesn't give me any hope that I cannot be hot all the time. Well, that fan, he put it together for me. We brought it home. He brought my old one down. He put the new one together. Bless him. I'm telling y'all, he's going to make the best husband. And he put my new fan together, got it set up for me that night. Ladies, it is like having an air conditioner blow on you. It is amazing. But y'all are going to understand this. My daughter came in yesterday and she said, Mom, why is your fan wearing a bra? What? Mom, why is your fan wearing a bra? It's not. Mom, your fan is wearing a bra. Okay. My fan legit had a bra on. The numbers on it, like where it says 1, 2, 3, 4 for the speed, are so bright that it was keeping me up at night. And so I grabbed in the middle of the night, I got up and I grabbed one of my sports bras and I put it over the top of it. So now my fan wears a bra. Please tell me I'm not the only one. So I'm trying to paint this, but it's so big and bulky. Let's see. My shelves are starting to move. Like I said, I did not glue mine in, but you totally can do that. I wanted to get mine up and like put together and working, and then figure out if I wanted to glue it in or not, because I might want to pull some of these shelves out. All right. I'm just rubbing paint in these little spaces. I gotta watch the time because somebody else is after me. Who's after me tonight? Somebody tell me. Who is the next crafter tonight? Friends, we have crafters. It's me and then 2 other people. I think Francis is at 7 Central Time. I'm Eastern. But I think Layla is, and I might have said it wrong. I think it's Leela. I think Leela is at 6, but I think hers is pre-recorded. So y'all will be able to watch that. You know, some people were having really bad weather, and so they were having to kind of record ahead of time. Now, one thing I will tell you, oh, okay, Francis, if that's, I just don't want to infringe on anyone's. Yes, Kate, it would be better to slide them out. And that's what I was actually about to say is, if I wasn't doing this live and I could just set it all out and paint it, I actually would have painted the shelves before I put them in. So yes, you could. But I think if I try to do that at this point, I don't know, maybe let's try it. Let's see. Since Francis said I can go late, I'll slide some of these out. And then it'll be a little bit easier for y'all to see. Let's see. So friends, this is what they look like. There's just a whole bunch of these little bitty shelves. I say little bitty. They're not super little. So I'll just slide all these out. You're so smart. Okay, you're so smart. So here's the caveat. This is what I would say though. For the base, so for all of this, the other parts of it, I would assemble and then paint, and then just take the shelves out, paint those, and then you can put them together. The reason is if you get paint in the cracks and you're trying to assemble, it may not fit together right anymore, because the way it's cut is it's cut to fit the thickness of the wood that I use. So if you fill any of those holes with paint, it's no longer going to fit. So if you order one of these, it would come disassembled. It would come in several pieces. The backer is 2 pieces, and then it's got 3 middle pieces, and then it has all of these shelves. So you would want to assemble this whole piece and glue it, and then you would want to paint this part. You don't want to paint it and then try to assemble the base. Okay, so let me just set this down, and yes, I think I will put some more paint on my plate. I think I'm going to stand up to do this so I can kind of go faster and knock this out. Need a new wipey, and then we'll work on our shelves. All right, so I'm just getting paint in here. Guys, who besides me didn't see that shelf? Anybody else? Or were y'all like, Kara, what are you doing? So, Kay, I'd love to know, where do you live? Is it feasible that you could come to the retreat and see us next weekend? We've got a sweet group of girls that are, say girls, ladies that are going to be here. All right. Hey, Miss Amy, you're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have a family there, or about there, I should say. Got family in Louisiana. I'm from Texas. I live in Ohio, but I'm a Texas girl that landed here, but I actually kind of love it. Morgantown, West Virginia, Miss Karen. Oh, friends, I love this whitewash. This whitewash is so pretty. Paint in my hair. Get that bag a little bit wetter. Y'all see that? See how just you kind of whitewash? Where in Louisiana? They are in, oh goodness. Now I'm gonna have to think. Shoot. I'm gonna have to get back with you on that. I have some that are in Marouge, but then I have another set. I've got both sides of my family have some family in Louisiana. And but I'm having trouble remembering where the other set is. Friends, I'm wetting this paint down so that it kind of goes in and whitewashes. I can go back and add more if I want to. But this way I'm getting that really pretty faint white. See that? Feel lost. I haven't gone live lately. I've been busy with other stuff and just haven't had the time. So I feel like I'm breaking myself back in. So I have to know, do y'all like the whitewash look, or do y'all think it would look better? I should say, would y'all paint yours to be solid? Thank you, Wendy. I've been helping a couple other friends out with their businesses lately, and it's just taken up the time that normally I would have a little bit more time and I would spend that time going live, but I've just been crazy busy. We took spring break and went to Kentucky to the Ark Encounter. Well, we went to the Creation Museum. We had gone to the Ark Encounter. Oh, yay! We'd done the Ark Encounter back in, I want to say it was the end of July, beginning of August. And so we had bought the combo tickets, and you have a year to use them. And so we took the kids up there for spring break for just a quick couple night trip. You know, kids love to swim in the hotel pool. Like, that's what their, I don't know, like their favorite thing on trips usually is, which I can't say I blame them, because growing up, like, I can remember my mom bringing her book and sitting at the pool every time we'd go to a hotel, and we'd beg her, like, oh, please don't make us get out yet. We're not ready. So I remember that. And so we rented or I guess that's what you call it, stayed in a hotel for a couple nights so the kids could swim, and just kind of took a leisurely trip. It's only about 3.5 hours, maybe 3 hours to get there. So it wasn't a long drive. And guys, the Creation Museum. Hey, Layla, how are you, love? The Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter are hands down some of the best things that you can take your family and do. Like, they are amazing. So if you've heard about them and you have wondered, like, from somebody, wanted to ask somebody who's been, friends, they are both amazing. And don't do like us, where we kind of got a late start for both of the days and didn't get to like give it our full attention for the whole day. Like, you really do need a whole day. All right, friends, this is what it looks like. Now we're going to start on our shelves. I'm going to hit this top again real quick, just to smooth out some marks. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to do all of these shelves. Let me get a new wipey and some more paint. And I promise I will put a picture up if we don't finish it all tonight. This dries pretty quickly, but I do want to make sure that it's all dry before I put it back together. All right. Oh, friends, I love this. You can even hit this with a blow dryer. Now, I know Frances is doing, she just said she's doing a whitewash, or sorry, hold on, I gotta sneeze. A stain like technique on hers or her project tonight. Hers is probably going to be a lot less messy than mine because I'm just super messy. So forgive me. I'm trying to get like half of these up here to paint and then swap them out. Lisa, if you will text the word paint or link to that number on the screen, as soon as I get them listed, they will be DIY kits. You can, oh, thank you. You can check them out. And if you want, you can order one. Those will be listed later in the week. Well, I say later, probably on Tuesday. Unless I end up working. Yours is a lot smaller. Well, it's a little bit messy, but that's okay. Probably getting it all over me too. You would think I don't have like 30 aprons in the room, like right there. Friends, this is going through a lot of paint, I guess because it's a pretty big piece. Okay, let me get some more. It's raining and I'm in the barn, which is where my paint studio is, and it's a metal roof. And I love the sound of the rain on the metal roof. So Frances, what are you making tonight? Friends, I want to show y'all. Wood warps. We know this, right? It's a natural product and it warps. If you get a kit and the wood has warped because of weather or whatever other reason, what's great about this kit is since it has those 3 beams or brackets that you slot it in, the warping doesn't matter. Oh, that's awesome. So Frances says that it's her April subscription box project. That's awesome. My subscription boxes are all on the floor over there. We did florals this month, which sneak peek, just sneak tip. We did florals this month and we had to cut like, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many stems of florals we cut so that everybody could get, you know, multiple of some. And anyway, it's a lot. So I've got stacks of florals laid out, getting ready to ship those boxes. All right, these are painted. Let's slide these down. Slide that one right there. So I'm super excited to do the April box project. Well, I guess mine will be, it'll start to be the 1st of May. We did, Frances, did you do the cutting board project with your group? I did the cutting board with mine, but we actually did it a little bit different. We did the self-serve kitchen on one side. Yes. Yes. We did the self-serve kitchen on one side, and then we did the farmhouse animals or the farm animals on the other, and it turned out really cute. So it was a reversible project too. Yeah, so mine, I didn't think about when I did it. I wanted the florals, but it never dawned on me how much time I was going to spend cutting florals. All things. Yes. That's so true. Okay, so Frances has the same laser cutter that I have. And she actually introduced me to the laser. And friends, we think, like, Frances, tell me, am I wrong? we see all of these things and we're like, oh, I'm going to cut that. No, I'm going to cut that. Friends, by the time we get our orders out, we don't have time to cut anything. Well, I mean, we do, but not a lot. We kind of want to sleep sometimes too. So it's so fun though. It is so fun to be able to, like with this project, to test it and figure it out and figure out what size the boards needed to be. And then if they didn't pop together, figuring out how to fix it so they would pop together. Anyway, I love being able to do that. That's actually, I used to do applique and embroidery. And when I would do applique and embroidery, one of my favorite things to do was to design new files. And so it's fun to me, like learning how to, it's almost like a puzzle, like learning how to design. Frances says she buys all the files and she cuts about 10%. Yeah, I hear that. I bought several when I first got my laser, and now I wait to buy them until I'm actually cutting them. Okay, so friends, I'm going to start flipping these over and painting the back sides. Honestly, you probably could get away without painting the back sides, but it's going to bother me that the back side's not painted. Okay, it is a 24 by 36 laser bed. It is a Chinese laser, and I actually am in the process. I've had so many people that have messaged me and they've said they've wanted to buy a laser, a big laser, but they've gone with a Glowforge because it seemed easier and they've outgrown it. And so I actually am recording a course that will walk you through ordering your laser and cutting your first project. And also I'll share all of like the things I've learned over the last, has it been 6 months or so? Me too, Frances. I am super excited. Basically, it's just going to give ladies the confidence to go with the bigger laser, even though they're not necessarily going to have what they feel like is the same amount of support. Because honestly, once you kind of learn the basics of how to run the laser and how it works, you can figure out so much. But a lot of people just have never worked with them before. And I had worked with a rabbit laser for a couple of years at our Idea Lab. We had a local place where we could pay and go use the laser. I'm just propping these up, getting them off my table. And when I looked into that laser, it was like $10,000. And so I understand why people buy the Glowforge because it starts at like $3,000. But to get one, you can't get one that cuts the big signs in one pass. You have to use the pass-through window and like turn them. And the other day it was one of those days where like you're in Energizer mode. I cut 38 signs in 2.5 hours. And I thought, oh my goodness, if I had been trying to do this on a little laser, which, I mean, I've heard Glowforge is a great brand, but if I had been trying to get all those orders out, I would have been cutting for a stinking week. So, oh, my floor is not level. Give me just a second. Set these down. Okay. So yeah, I have no regrets either. I will say I have made all the mistakes, which who better to learn from than somebody who's made all the mistakes and lived to tell the tale. I have caught my laser on fire, learned how to prevent that now. I've come up with what I call the 3 Fs, which you're going to have to join the course to find out what the 3 Fs are. But you might be able to figure it out. Frances is probably going to be able to figure it out. But come up with the 3 Fs. And now every single time before I hit that go button on my laser, I go through the 3 Fs in my head. 1, 2, 3. And then I have confidence when I hit that button that I've done everything possible that I could do to not catch my machine on fire. Now, I mean, lasers are dangerous. They are super dangerous. Like but they're also super fun. And as long as you're watching your laser and you don't leave it unattended, it's pretty safe. But I had that moment where I caught my laser on fire, and I think Francis, you did too, didn't you? Didn't you catch your first one on fire? Not like, I mean, I didn't like burn it up. But after that, I was like, okay, friends, there's got to be something that I can do, something that I can remind myself so that every time I go to turn it on, I don't worry. So that's one of the reasons, Francis, that I wanted to do the course was I thought, you know what? I have made all the mistakes. I'm sure I haven't made all the mistakes. I'm still learning. But I cut all the time. But I just thought I want other ladies to not have to make those same mistakes. So anyway, if anyone is interested, I've got that course that I'm recording, and there's an early bird price while it's being recorded. It's $57, and it comes with, there's like 6 different main lessons, but then there's also like, I give you tips and I tell you how I found other wood vendors, what other products that, like things that I use to help with my laser. And so yeah, if y'all are interested, the course is open, but it's being recorded right now. Not this minute because I'm recording something else. Okay, Francis, girl, we need to talk because I cut my May box. I'm cutting my May DIY home decor box. And I did something to my files that made them cut even faster. So message me and we need to chat. I'll tell you all about it next week at the retreat, but I can't come. All right, friends, I'm done with that part, I think. So I've got like this pile of trash over here, and I'm really bad about leaving it on my paint table when I have a trash can right next to me. So throwing those away. Hello, Miss Sandy. And I'm going to get another wipey, and this time I'm just going to wipe my hands off. And then we're going to paint our flowers, and I think I might stay under my time. Now, I want vintage. I know, I want to come so badly, but we're going to have family in town until I think Tuesday. And honestly, I'm just afraid that I'm just afraid that I'm going to be worn out. And I really want to come. Then I'm like, well, what if I buy a ticket and I can't come? And so I may end up being there if you have last minute tickets and I just decide to jump in the car, because that's kind of the way I roll. All right, friends, I want vintage. I want it to be vintage. I want it to be really fun. So let me show you what it looks like right now. All right, can y'all see that? It's just like a whitewashed cabinet. I'm going to show you up there. Got my flowers. You can still see them. They're already engraved. But I'm going to set these last 2 wooden slats on the floor. And I'm going to set this back down. Okay. And I'm going to paint my flowers. I'm trying to see what y'all can see. Here we go. Okay. I'll just have to do it like that. I'm going to do green. I want this green. Oops. Sorry. I do have a little paint. I'll show y'all. I have a little paint holder on my table, but it doesn't hold nearly enough paint. So I've got that, and then I think I'm going to do purple and pink. Ooh, no, I think I'm going to do coral and pink. Let's do that. I think those would be pretty together. So I'm going to grab, I'm just going to use a round brush. Oh, I'm hot. Jackie, I am painting a paint holder. It holds 120 bottles of paint, and it is really pretty. I designed it because I couldn't find one that I liked. And so if you text the word link, I will send you, once I get it listed, it's not listed yet, but I will send the link to the paint holder once. I'm going to sell DIY kits if you're interested. And you could order a kit and paint it. And what's awesome is I wanted it to be pretty when it was hung. And so I made it so that around the screw holes is actually, what do you call it? Flowers, so that you can disguise your screw hole and you can paint it like the inside of your flower. But I will warn you, it holds 120 bottles of paint. So you're gonna want to put it in a stud. Does it have to hang? No, Cindy, it does not have to hang. I have not loaded it with paint and just stood it up yet. So, I mean, I'm guessing it will be absolutely fine. But, you know, sometimes things will tip forward or whatever. So you just maybe need to watch that. I will be selling it, Roxana. I will sell the template. And I tried to do it for the Glowforge girls too. I tried to make it so that the template, so that the digital version can be cut on the Glowforge or on a big laser, which is why that middle piece is cut in two. So I was trying to design it in a way. Here at the bottom of the screen, you can't see me painting. Oh, let me see. Thank you for that suggestion, Miss Karen. Let me go over here, banners. Okay. There you go. Thank you for suggesting that. Now let me go back to comments. Okay. All right, so I'm just roughly painting. I don't want this to be, Kristen, hi. I don't want this to be super, what would you call it? Like, I'm not going for perfectionism here. I'm going for vintage and fun. So I'm gonna get my coral paint. And I'm gonna go ahead, now that paint is still wet. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the white and I'm gonna put the white in here. So I'm just kind of putting a little bit of the lighter color into the dark. Oh, oops. And just kind of mixing it so that it's not all solid pink. Let me kind of hold that up so y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? I just put a little bit of white in there. Now, I'm not going to rinse my brush. I'm just going to offload it on my paper. And I'm going to go into my coral. I think this might be too orange. I think I want to add a little bit of pink to my coral. Let me go ahead and finish painting this one. And then I'm going to add some white and some pink and mix up a new corally color. I've missed you too. Oh, I just painted the wrong flower. Did y'all see what I just did? Okay, so let me fix that. Let me do this one in coral. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a little bit of white and mix that in there. I just don't want it to be solid colored. I just want it to have a little bit of dimension. We'll go back with a smaller brush and kind of accent it and give it a little bit more dimension. But right here, oh, let me fix this pink before I show this to y'all again. Oh, that actually turned out really pretty with the mixing that coral in there with that pink. Let me show you. Can y'all see? Thank you, Miss Kay. All right. And don't forget, friends, if you're just joining me, if you hit that S button and sprinkle the love, you'll be entered to win a tiered tray kit, a DIY kit. You have until next Saturday to sprinkle and inspire your friends. do something creative. All right. All right, I'm going to go super light with this coral. I'm going to mix some more pink in there, and I'm going to make it lighter so I can put that color in here with the others. And friends, when I did this, I made some of these flowers, they have greenery and some don't. So it's okay if you want to add more greenery, but some of them are just little buds. Thank you, Karen. Okay. Anyone who commented link on the video, y'all wanted the link to this project, correct? Ooh, I did this one like a bright pink. I think I'll go back and add some darker pink in as accents in a few. I'll do a little bit of this bright here. I'll add a little bit of bright pink in here. Friends, we're not getting all like fancy. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Okay, I'm going to swap down to a small brush, and I'm going to get my green paint, and I'm going to do this greenery. And then I'm going to let this dry, and I will jump off. And I'll post a picture when it's dry and I've assembled it. Now, here's a tip for y'all. If you are painting this and you want to keep those lines, so you want to keep these etched lines, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a toothpick, show you, and you're going to go back through these etched lines and just bring them back to life. That way you can have that dimension without having to add too much color. So you can add your kind of how I did with you know, putting a few different colors in each one. And then you can go back and you can scrape the paint. I'll show you up close. Can y'all see that? How I scraped the paint out of some of those lines? So that then you can kind of get that, all that dimension, but without having to do it with your paintbrush. So I'm just going to scrape this out. And I love the way that that looks too, because it totally fits into that vintage look that I was going for when I created it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Thank you, Kay. So Kay, are you going to recruit a friend or come by yourself and come see us next weekend? We would love to have you. All right. Oh, I love this. This is turning out so pretty. Okay, let me show y'all this flower with all of the paint out of the middle. Can y'all see that? Oh, hold on. Let me find the camera. Y'all see that? So now you can add, you know, you can kind of put all your different colors on there and then scrape the paint out of the middles or out of the lines, and you still have your detail. Zanesville, Ohio. You would fly into Columbus if you weren't driving, if you were going to fly. You fly into Columbus. My suggestion is to be here on Friday afternoon. Thank you, Miss Karen. Friday afternoon. So there, well, like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And then we're going to do dinner at, I believe it's at 6. I need to look at all the times again. All right. Okay, I'm going to paint this last leaf right here, and then I'm going to scrape some more paint out of the lines to bring that detail back. And friends, these over here, these little bitty flowers or leaves, they're tiny. So if you can try to stay in the lines, but you're probably not going to be able to. I mean, unless you have a paint pen. And I didn't want to go through that trouble. So I'm just kind of dabbing these little leaves. Okay, now I do, before I finish scraping my paint out, I want to go back and add a little bit more pink here. Add a little bit more pink here. Y'all can't see that to me. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of dark pink here. And just kind of smudging it in there. Add a little bit of white. I just want this to not be so one-dimensional. I don't want any one-dimensional flowers. All right, do a little bit more over here. And then a bit more over here. Okay, I've got a bunch of fun colors in those flowers, so I am gonna sit here and scrape paint now. Y'all let me know if you have any questions. And don't forget, the Vintage Flag Workshop is on the website. And friends, it is seriously, like, if you only have 20 minutes and you want to do something fun, it is a super fun and quick and easy project. Super fun. I had a good time with it. And what's funny is the first time that I did it twice, once to do the sample and then once to record. And I did it so fast the first time, I was like, ooh, I'm going to do this in 20 minutes. And it was like right at 20 minutes. I used a blow dryer. We'll give you that disclaimer. Friends, another thing that you can do when you're doing this technique with your toothpick is you can actually scrape extra little swirls and things into your flowers if you want to. So if you added in some more colors, or you wanted more than what I put on there. I'm almost done with this part, and then I'll put it up close and show you. Then I think we can put it all together. So as long as Frances says it's okay, I'll try to finish it up. Normally my camera is right here, which is, it's hard to get in the habit of looking back up. Frances, you are so powerful. The all-powerful Frances. Let me get this brush real quick. I'm going to add this one flower. It turned out a little too splotchy. So I'm going to go over it real quick and get the stuff out again. It got a little bit too dry, so I couldn't scrape my details out as quickly. Okay, all right, let me show y'all what this looks like. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay, so I am ready to put this bad boy together. I'm gonna spray this though, or spray it. I'm gonna shoot, what am I trying to say? Blow dry real quick. Thank you, Kay. And I'll start sliding these in. Now, after you get it painted, this is when, if you want to glue your boards in place, that's when I would do it. We're almost done. Here's me collecting my boards off the floor. You do need one, Wendy. Oh, friends, I neglected to tell y'all. So I spent the day today, well, doing all the things, but I also was cleaning out my storage room, like where my laser is, and I have shelves with all my craft supplies and all of that in there. And I pulled out a ton. I might have to like turn the camera in just a second and show you. Where's the rest of, I'm like, where's the rest of my boards? I pulled out a ton of discounted blanks. And I know that I told y'all there were going to be cash and carry projects next week, deeply discounted. Friends, I have a 50-cent, a free bin, a 50-cent bin, a $1 bin, a $2 bin. And then I have some projects that go up to 25. They're full kits, but they're still deeply discounted from what they are on the website. So I was just kind of getting rid of some inventory, and I thought I would do some cash and carry next week. So I have lots to pick from. I've got full-size door hangers. I have tiered tray kits, all kinds of stuff ready to take home and paint. So anyone who comes to the retreat will get to shop that set of stuff. And okay, all right, friends, it is all put together. Let me stand up and show you the finished product. Y'all see that? Let's see. So it's whitewashed with flowers. I'll do my screws here and here, and I will probably paint those middles yellow or orange. No, exactly what color yet, but I absolutely love it. And here's the best part. I'm going to actually stand it back up, and I'm going to fill it with, put some paint in there so y'all can see. So these bottles just fit like this. Let me show you one row filled. And what's super cool about this, let me tilt my camera up. Oh, or drop it in the water. No, I didn't. I almost dropped it in the water. Hold on. Sorry, friends. Okay. All right. Are y'all there? Okay, let me try that again to tilt my camera up. All right. So what's cool about this top shelf is if you have these 8-ounce bottles, these fit up here. In fact, I would wager to say even my 16-ounce bottles will fit on the top. Now, obviously, you're going to cover up those pretty flowers, but I wanted this to be super, super functional. And I've gotten to the point that I buy a lot of my base colors like red. There's a certain pink I buy, white, orange. There's a lot of them I buy in these really big bottles. And so those will actually fit right along the top. And you could get, let's count how many we could get up here. Let me see. Let me get my bin of big bottles. Okay. So 1, 2. And yes, friends, y'all see it standing up. So it should be fine. 3, 4. Let me move these 8-ounce bottles and put these big bottles up here. 5. I think we're going to be able to get 7. This is 6. Yep. All right, friends. So you can get 7 of the 16-ounce bottles. I'm going to try this again. 7 of the 16-ounce bottles across the top and 120 of the mini bottles on these shelves. You can also take out one of these if you wanted to do the little paint pots. I don't have any over here, but you know, like the taller, fatter little bottles of paint, or if you had like chalk paint, you might have to take 2 of these out and you could put them in here. So I hope that y'all love that. This project is near and dear to my heart. I can't wait to hang it on the wall behind me and not have to run over there every time I want paint. So please sprinkle and share the love with your friends. And if you would like to join the flag workshop, if you want the link to this, just comment below whatever it is that you are interested in. And as soon as I get all of those products listed and everything ready, I will send you those links. Thank y'all for joining me. And yes, up next, Leela's video is pre-recorded, so you'll be able to watch that. And then I think it's, well, at 8 o'clock my time. So at 7 Central is when Frances will be on. So make sure y'all join her and share the love. Bye, friends. Have a great, great night, and I will talk to y'all later.